Okay. Go. Wow. Whew. Wow. Wow. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh. Okay. Okay. Great. Right. No. Wow. Wow. Okay. Oh. 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 Whoa. My God. Oh. Wow. Wow.